Becoming a Superman, they have to push the right timing. You see those two guys put in the tatami because it saved me landing. But of course, when the shooting down, there's no map. So the whole setup will be like this.
Right. Cut, yeah, stop!
That's the core kick, see? Very simple things, the actor or actress, they don't have to do anything, just boom, gone. And usually when the filmmaker making a movie use the wire, they use a big wire, big proof, flying around. You know. The people, the audience can tell, wow, that's a wire. When I use the wire, it's a small technique. If I don't tell you, you don't even know. That's how I like to do it. The small things, I use the small things. I show you how. See? Even he very good form, but sometimes for me it's still not enough. Especially when I travel around in some other country to filming, I use a different people. But they are not everybody stuntmen. So what can I do? So I use the small trick. Use the wire in the shoes, bottom of the heel in the shoe. The whole thing will be like this. That's exactly same shoes. Look, right? So we throw this one. He changed the one. The wire under the shoes. Okay. When you wear it, when he's standing there, the wire go on the floor, on top of the floor. Nobody can tell. And here maybe we need 3 people or 2 people. It depends how fast I want. And so the wire will go on the floor like this. And also the pad. You have to know where you put the pad. You have to put the pad and certain point, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, that's a wire, that's the pad inside. And it depends you're lucky or not. If you're unlucky, you take off your shirt or some just like an undershirt, so you don't have a pad. If you have the short pants, so you don't have a pad. So that's a bad luck. You have to get hurt just one time. Yeah, we'll show you again. Little bit trick. When he fall down, touch the floor, just a little bit effect. See? That's what I mean. And much faster and much powerful. And of course, you have to know how to use, when you use. It's not like I use this. No, it's when you use on the wrong time, wrong place, wrong timing. It's a terrible. You have to know how to use. And also we use a lot of different things. We use this kind of things, and also the double leg. We use a 4 and side 4, and also all from the shoes.
One of the trademarks of Jackie's style of screen fighting is that he and his stuntmen really hit each other.
I really want to really contact, but on the body, we can put a pad on the stomach, back. But what happened to the face? There's this kind of shoes. Looks exactly the same. Sort of. So because when fighting, you really cannot tell. See? Okay. See? It touch, but doesn't hurt.
Although Jackie specially designed these foam shoes, he often makes use of common household objects in an imaginative way. A towel can be used for self-defense. A hat can become a chance for him to show off his dexterity.
Even the hat. The normal things, normal people really can do it. Sometimes the hat too light, then I change to another one. Why? There's a lot of coins inside. There's a lot of, see, there's a coin. And depends sometimes, maybe too much. We get rid of one. Then we'll do another one. Basic things is there's a
It's here in the stunt lab that Jackie and his team devise new ways they can stage physical action sequences featuring such commonplace objects. Good examples of the finished work are the use of a coat rack in Police Story and a bicycle in Project A.
Hurry, Dragon! You want it immediately! It's urgent!
Who is it?
Jackie's films feature some very animated, inanimate objects flying across the screen. Sometimes they are the real thing, and sometimes not exactly what they appear to be.
Shot. Boom. That's good take. Ooh, ah. Come on. Hurry up. Oh, see? That's a good shot. Sometimes when we over 2,000 times, when you cross the camera, then cut. Then we just make the stuntman standing here like 1, 2, 3, boom. See? That's the most easy way. See? Those kind of things. If the real one, it's like this, see? It's not even hitting the face. My foot is hurt, so this one, we make one like those. You don't even know how to tell. Of course, not just like a tie shot. It's when you're moving, see? And also when the cover. And when we hit in the face, we just put a sound effect. Then it makes real. And also, in my movie, the action never stops.
Jackie's films make frequent use of glass stunts. His determination to give his action scenes a foundation in reality can lead to him and his stuntmen bleeding for their art.
Top. Top. See? Glasses doesn't blow. But how I want to blow, show you.
As this is a sheet of genuine plate glass, it has to be specially prepared in order for it to shatter on cue. A metal screw on top of a coin is placed at each corner of the glass so that it rests slightly above the surface of the table.
Okay, now we show you the broken one. When Police Story Part 1, you can see I use a lot of glasses, all the different glasses. And what kind of things I haven't used yet, so later on, okay, I think about the bottle. Comedy things, you know, kick, he wanted to take the bottle, I take it away. But in the alley thing, I want to, in the alley, somebody throw me a bottle. Then I've been looking for a location. In America, there's a lot of alley. Huge, very big alley. Then if the people throwing at me, I can broken. That's I already use a project A. That's a use a project A. They haven't used yet. Every time when I'm doing the new movies, then I would open all the things to look what things putting in, what things putting in. So that's all my secret shown to you. No more secret now. Right now I want to introduce some like modern fighting. Usually when I design all the fighting scene, I let the art director come to the set, whatever you want to put. Then I come to the set. When I come to the set, I look, can I use that? Can I use this? If I cannot, get rid of them. Something I can use, I just leave on the set, because everything is like a weapon, like a car, even this kind of ball, because you can make more comedy, more life. I still kicking and punch, but somebody chase me. As soon as this one turn, maybe I just give a turning kick. It makes like interesting. I show you how to do it. Okay, we start this one. Well, if on the set we have this kind of big wheel, then we'll design all the fighting. Okay, make a sample. This guy, I push him, he going back, and this guy coming with 5, 5, 5. Then he push. Then I duck. As soon as that time he give me a kick. Then at the same time I crash. Then I give him another kick on the face. Boom, reaction. Boom. Then I push the wheel back. That means he going down. Bang. And this guy maybe crash me, punch, boom, boom. This guy coming back. Boom, then grab, then sometimes you're going back, or you go the backward. Look, I'm backward. And sometimes you can, the guy coming up, reaction, pow. So only one big wheel, you can use a lot of things. Like a supermarket trolley. First, when I look at how many things I can use, turn around, push, and this kind of things, good for the reaction. And good for I going in. But a lot of people say, why don't you use the big one? See, the big one, you go inside, plenty of room. When you decide the action, you have to make a reasonable. Why I have to go in? Because that's so tiny. Okay, after fighting, this guy begin to push, boom, reaction, goes down. Go in, and this guy come in, give him a push, boom, see? Reaction. After reaction, and this guy give me a hit because I know where to go. So I have to go inside as soon as possible. Then this guy push the chair. You stop, turn, boom, give him a kick. Then turn around, boom, give him a reaction. And this guy, boom, kick, push. Then, whack, boom. This guy coming, boom. Then we do a little bit comedy. Like this, dong, the hand, boom. Then big reaction. For the end shot, coming back, boom. See? Then sit down. You chair, boom, stop. Maybe somebody coming, then run. Boom, when I push back, then I grab this. Usually, the real fighting, of course, bam. But doesn't look like nice. When I'm fighting, I always like a dancing, pretty. You pray, boom, and this guy give me a punch. Then you see me snap on the ashtray. Then give him kick. Then, boom, bam, boom. It's a comedy. More guy coming, turn around, throw. Oh, see how pretty? I want pretty. I don't want fighting. I want the fighting is like a dancing. So, and with the sound effect, then the guy coming. Then I try to let go. Then I see the light. Then put the light in his hand. See? When they get hurt, turn around, give him another boom, the nose. Then coming back, myself get hurt. Ow, boom. I do something, then coming back. Then, boom, giving this guy a kick. I throw the chair again, you know, one punch, and block the punch. Kick the stomach, boom. As soon as he go to pick up the ice cream, eat. Maybe like this. There's a bunch of egg. Boom, the egg drops. Take the puree, pow, and put his face. Grab him again, put in the washing machine. Boom, you start the machine. The guy coming, you open the door, boom, hit. Somebody coming, splat. Another guy coming, then you jump in again. Turn around, sit down. Somebody give you a hit, then you go to sleep, maybe give him a kick. Coming back here, guys coming, then you have to jump over, kick, hurt his leg. Maybe another guy coming, go, boom, bamboo. That's a bamboo ladder, a ladder, aluminum ladder, whatever, ladder, you understand? What ladder? Metal ladder, metal, okay, metal. First, when you do the bamboo thing, you have to make sure, polish, because the things goes in really hurts you. Why I'm doing this? Because those things really cut your hand. Experience for me, before you do everything, you have to make sure it doesn't cut yourself. Those things is maybe just like you go over, okay, and goes back. A lot of people come, I can turn, and I can turn like this way, and coming back. Or maybe that's people chase you again, then you're going back, and you try to very quick to coming down. And either go this side, either you just turn around and go this side. When somebody comes, boom. How many things you really can do it? Just do one shot. Cut all my hands. Remember, don't do it at home. Just for you, I choreographed some action scene with my stunt boy. Let's take a look.
Now let's take a look at every shot in slow motion. The first kick has no power, and so visually it doesn't make sense for the other man to be flying backwards. This one is no good because of the shirt obscuring the hit. This time the kick missed altogether. This take has the same problem. The kick didn't connect. This stuntman has to fly back through the bamboo, but this take can't be used because he's just sliding down to the ground. The idea is for him to go through the bamboo, then fall down to the floor below. This is a good example of one of Jackie's basic approaches to action filmmaking. In this shot, the bamboo serves two purposes. It helps break the stuntman's fall and makes the fall itself seem more spectacular, with all the bamboo crashing down around him. A second camera is positioned at a low angle to enhance the visual impact of the stunt. This take illustrates the importance of timing. The stuntman on the left does a beautiful flying kick, then his opponent flips upwards and bangs his head. This kind of incidental injury is all in a day's work for the Jackie Chan stunt team. Now we see how the camera angle helps sell technique. This kick is too far away. It obviously didn't connect. Again, the gap between the foot and the face is too obvious. On the last take, the angle is convincing and it looks like the kick really hit. Here, the stuntman flips down and he's supposed to land on the front of the hood. On the first take, he lands too far to the center, which means he has to roll right across the hood, then drop to the ground. This doesn't have the same kind of speed and impact. On the second take, he does the flip and lands in the right position on the hood, but when he rolls down to the ground, he lands too close to the camera, so he's obscuring the final shot. This is the good take. As before, he does a perfect flip, and this time he hits the hood in exactly the right place. If you watch his expression, you can see that he's acting the whole time. It's very important that a stuntman also be able to act, to convince the audience that what they are seeing is real. For this next stunt, the stuntman is obviously moving very fast. When he hits a 90-degree angle above the stairs, he looks down to check his position. If he closes his eyes, he won't be able to control his fall. The stuntman must turn in the air so as to land on his back. Notice the powder coming up from the stairs. This is to increase the visual impact of his fall. Finally, he makes a safe landing.
Very big alley. Then if the people throwing at me, I can just duck away. So I build my own alley. We find the people, the creative, all the, graffiti, these kind of things. So this is why I have a small alley. They throw the bottle at me. But the funny thing is the real bottle doesn't hurt me. Fake bottle more dangerous than the real bottle. It's not fake. See? Hurt. It's not. So this is why when we fake glasses, still dangerous. Perfect. If you think you're tough enough, join Jackie Chan stunt team. Watch this.
The Jackie Chan stunt team, the elite of their profession. Out of 1,000 contenders, only 8 are chosen. Today, there can only be one, as they compete against each other to win the most coveted prize in the stunt community, the Golden Elbow Pad. Besides his physical stunts, Jackie's films also contain action sequences featuring such hardware as cars, guns, and explosive devices. Jackie first became interested in gunplay after he made the transition from martial arts movies to modern-day action films. The first project in which he really got to fire some heavy metal was The Protector.
American cowboy, there's a lot of wow. But in the modern days, we cannot do those kind of things, put in the pocket, because also the pocket is different already. So even handing the gun and think about some trick, boom, gun. Then, so give somebody like this, somebody holding a gun. And also, if you really like those kind of guns, after you know the guns, then you have another trick in the guns, like who am I when the bad guy, when they take the guns, I just do something, then I just get the whole piece off. the actor or actress, when they're fighting, it's like this. And the worst thing is a slow motion, you know. Then even myself, I look at my on the screen, even myself, the first shot is like that, because everybody do it. That's a normal things. But in a movie, doesn't right. You have to do the So how can I do that? When I filming before, rolling, bang, bang, then I should have, tang, 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 tang. So the eyes always open. Because I want to really be a professional. But you know what? The dangerous thing is, after I know more guns, then I know how terrible it's gun, how powerful it's gun. So this is why don't think you holding the gun is to be a hero. It's no. You get rid of the gun, you still be a hero.
Gunplay was not the only new element found in Jackie's films after he began making contemporary cops and robbers actioners. Since the very early days of Hollywood, movie makers have delighted in offering more bang for your buck in the form of extravagant explosion sequences. Jackie's films often feature scenes in which it looks like their leading man is about to get flash fried. Though the pyrotechnic displays in his films are impressive, Jackie himself admits that in terms of sheer scale, he cannot compete with Hollywood blockbusters. To compensate for this, he has developed his own personal theory of the Big Bang.
Explosion itself is boring. When I'm in the explosion, that's interesting.
Don't believe everything you see. This is actually a sophisticated special effects shot, with Jackie reacting to pre-recorded footage added to a green screen background. The new technology being developed in Hollywood allows actors to perform their stunts in a safe yet spectacular fashion. By comparison, Jackie's own methods have usually been much simpler. He stages the biggest explosion possible, then runs away from it very fast when the cameras roll. For the finale of Police Story 2, Jackie devised the biggest pyrotechnic stunt ever staged for an Asian film, demolishing a specially constructed Hong Kong factory using tons of explosives. Given the risks involved, he has often been asked why, given the advances in special effects technology, he still feels the need to risk life and limb.
When in America, the actor, you don't have to do that. You just stay in the blue background and you run, then explosion. But what I like to do is on the set, you really see the atmosphere. You know, the energy, you know, really do it. Now we just do the test things. If in the movie, much bigger, much stronger, and much longer. I think what I want, maybe later on, I want the real set with the real explosion and the blue background behind, with special effect, computer, everything with my real action together. I think that's maybe the next for the future. I'm going to do it, but right now I still like to do the real things.
As he plans each new film, Jackie is under constant pressure to come up with fresh ideas. For inspiration, he speed reads books and magazines from around the world, searching for intriguing visual concepts for future use.
Every day I watch a lot of newspaper, books, all kinds of things. Everything I like it, then I will put in my wall. That's my Jackie Chan's secret wall. You know, see, this one already used Who Am I? This one already used a nice guy. The car we already used City Hunter, and all kinds of things I haven't used yet. It's like what things like the submarines, these kind of things, and those. Oh, it's my idea. Everything is my idea. Like the things I always carry in my wallet. That go with me more than, wow, I don't know how many years. See, already broken. That's I already use a Project A. That's I use a Project A. That
Crowds gather in Bucharest to watch men jumping through flaming hoops, cars plowing through flaming towers. And a news crew is there to capture the event, but gets snagged itself.